Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Holistic Healing with Deepshikha. Start with Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope everyone really had an amazing New Year's Eve, and the first few days of this year have been really good for everyone who's watching this video. So now, since this is the first reading of this year, I thought why not ask a few questions that all of us have, usually have in our minds. I sense the energy of Archangel Michael very strongly as I connect with the archangels. So clearly, we are all really protected this new year, and so seeking the general guidance for the first week of this new year as we enter the year. Okay, so we have two cards. Okay, so the first card that we have received is Archangel Crystal. So, Archangel Crystal is saying that connect with unicorns, receive the white ascension flame. So, this is a really magical card that we have received. Archangel Crystal is the one who connects directly with the Christ energy, Krishna consciousness, or the deity that you believe in. So he connects directly with their energy, and so choosing this card suggests that you are ready to connect with this divine power. So find a little time, and even if it's just 2 minutes during your day, and try and connect with the deity, the divine energy, universe, the higher power, whatever you want to call it. Connect with it and see the messages that you are getting. Or so the commonly the question is, how do you know that you're getting a message? So message basically is, while you're connected, while you're meditating, if there's anything that's repeatedly coming into your head, if there's anything that pulls your attention towards it, well, that is where you need to pay attention. It can be in the form of images, it can be in the form of a knowingness that comes. So pay attention. Okay, so the second card that we've received is of Archangel Uriel. He's saying, come into harmony and balance, use your power for peace. So, again, a very powerful card which is calling upon us to use our inner wisdom, to connect to our inner wisdom. And when we face any kind of challenges or situations that are being presented to us, it suggests that it is time to use an enlightened perspective when you are examining any kind of situation that you are in. So, Archangel Uriel also commands peace, as you can see from the card. So, in case there is any situation, there is any relationship where you're facing altercations or it's a tough situation, you can call upon Archangel Uriel to help you come up with a peaceful solution for the same. So, both the cards that we've received as guidance for the coming days as we enter the first week of this new year are suggesting, are telling us to tap into our higher self, to tap into our inner wisdom, to deal with whatever situations come up. As also, there's been a lot of talk about how this year it adds up to one. It is the year of 2025 was the year of shedding. 2026 is the year where finally everything that you worked for, everything that you have tried to manifest will come into being. So this is the time to continue having faith in everything that you have done, everything that you have worked towards, and know that the angels, the higher power, are with you. Okay, so moving on to the next deck that okay. So the next deck that I'm using is the Sai Baba deck, and what better way to start the new year than have his blessings. So we've received one card. I'm going to shuffle a little more for one more card, get his blessings for the coming year. Okay. Yeah. So The two cards that we have received are shower blessings and Nam Jap. The first one, shower blessings, is I shower my grace on those who see me in them. Okay, so this card is basically that, different situations, different relationships, we tend to, a lot of times we face people, we come across people in the form of, not necessarily people we do not know or our acquaintances, but even close relationships like our parents, our siblings, our spouse, neighbors, boss, people we are interacting with every day. We come across them, and in negative situations. So this card is basically saying that have empathy for them and understand that they are hurting. So if such situations are arising as this new year starts, so what can be done is to pray to Sai Baba or whichever higher energy that you believe in, and affirm that Baba, please pour your abundant blessings on and the name of the person, and you'll see that the situation or whatever it is with that person will resolve. Okay, so the second card that we've received is Nam Jap. Nam Jap basically is that, to call upon the Almighty. Now, Almighty, of course, can be any higher power that you believe in. So, this card basically says that whenever you are in a situation which is conflicting or which is unpleasant, pay attention to your focus. Where does it go? So, what happens is that we tend to focus on the negative and we get into a spiral. So every time that you are in such a situation, remember to replace your thoughts, or to remember to start thinking about this higher power that you believe in. And as you do that, over a period of time, you will see that it becomes a habit. And as it becomes your habit, you will find that your life is shifting, because our thoughts are very powerful, and whatever we think aligns with how our life is going on. So remember, whenever you are in a conflicting situation, especially in the coming days as the new year starts, this is also the time when we are in very stressful situations, even professionally, because of we have to meet deadlines and there are a lot of other things that are piling up. Every time you're in a conflicting situation and you feel yourself getting into a spiral of negative feelings, remind yourself to remember the higher power that you believe in. Okay, so now moving on to the next deck to see how things are going to be professionally for us in the coming week. And I have two cards that have come out of the deck. Okay. So the first one, wow, this is a beautiful card. So the first one is the divine guide. It says follow the call of your heart. How beautiful is this? So professionally, obviously things are looking up. Remember to follow the call of your heart. I don't think I need to say anything more when it comes to this card. I mean, the beauty that is coming from this card itself is making me go speechless. I just can't stop looking at the angel on the card. Okay, so the second card is Oracle of Revelation, insight into truth and revelation. So what's coming to me is that professionally there are going to be situations that are going to ultimately lead into revelation of truth. So if you've been in a situation where you've, let's say, you've not been given the kind of credit that you should have been given because of the work that you have put in. Let's say if there was any project that you had been working on, the result of which you are waiting, and or any of this kind of situation professionally, well, this is the time when finally you are going to reap the fruits of all the hard work you've put in. I think we couldn't have asked for better cards for our professional life. I mean, follow the call of your heart. The divine guide is with you, and this week is going to bring in all the fruit towards whatever hard work that you've put in the past few, it could be weeks, it could be days, it could be months, but congratulations in advance as you get the good news. And of course, the guidance for the first week of the new year cannot be complete without knowing what the romance angels have in store for us. So let us see how our love life, how the romance in our life is going to be in the first week of the new year. Okay, I am going to take one more card for our love life. Okay, so the two cards that we've received from the Romance Angels, the first one being Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, wow. So if you and your special one have been thinking about taking a holiday, planning a vacation, well, this is the time, and what better time than the new year? So maybe it's time you book those tickets and you take that vacation and you disconnect from the world and reconnect with each other, because the second card is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life now. Not necessarily that this is a romantic reconciliation, it could be that there are some questions that are unanswered. So some of you may see in the coming days someone from your past reaching out to you, and there are chances of you getting answers to if any, if, if you still have any questions related to that person or the relationship that you shared with that person. So clearly, the romance angels want us to let go of everything that was in the past, because clearly we are still wondering about, we still have some questions regarding any someone from the past who's going to maybe reach out to us, and we'll get the answers. At the same time, the romance angels are asking us to take a vacation, a retreat, and to disconnect from the world so that we can reconnect with our partner, with the love of our life. And well, with that, we come to the end of this guidance. Do not forget to connect to your higher self, to connect to the high energies that you believe in. Also, this was a general reading for the coming week. In case it resonated with you, please do feel free to connect with me for personalized readings, be it for the entire year, any specific question or situation that you want an answer to, guidance to, or if you want to get guidance on a month on month basis for the new year that we are in, please do reach out. I hope all of you have an amazing week. Thank you.